Hello, I'm Mariana. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, I think you should. Just hit that button. Today I want to talk about happiness and how you can be happy. So the first thing I want to say is that when you ask people what they are doing in their life, they're always saying that they are doing something in order to be happy. So you hear a lot of times talking about the pursuit of happiness because it seems like everything that we are doing in life will guide us into this place where we can finally be happy. So it's like a goal where the path is trying to reach here somehow. But that's not the case because, guys, I said this before, and happiness is an emotion, it's not a permanent state, it's impermanent. The same goes for sadness, for frustration, for anger, for wherever it is that you are feeling. So it's not a state that you can attain, but it's just an emotion that arises with causes and conditions. So if the causes and conditions are right, then you are happy, but if they don't exist, then you feel all other sort of emotions. Which basically means that if you try to pursue happiness, you get yourself into this hamster wheel where you want to be happy, and then you want so much to be happy and you're not happy that you are even unhappier, and then you go search for more happiness in things that are outside of your control, and you just stay in this little wheel forever. So you're never gonna get to a happy state. Buddha said that we are what we think, so our thoughts are what impacts the way that we interact in the world and the way that we feel about ourselves. So it basically means that we attach ourselves to the sense of the thoughts that we have, and we think that we are these thoughts, when in reality we are not. We are the person that has the thoughts, but we are not the thoughts. And when we realize this, we can actually try to be happy because we can be focused on other things instead of trying to just capture all these external stimulus that will make us happy. And for this, I think and I say that instead of you trying to be happy, you should instead practice gratitude, which obviously is a thing. It's the only thing that can actually bring happiness and contentment into one's life, because again, happiness is an emotion, it's impermanent, and it's not something that you can attain, so it's not something that you can chase. But gratitude, yes. And gratitude is something that doesn't come to us naturally. It's something that we all can develop, so it's also a skill, and you can just change the way you perceive things and you think about the world in order for you to be more grateful. And once you are more grateful, then you are happier. So first you have to follow 3 steps for you to be more grateful, and the first one is recognition. So once you go on the streets and you just see something, you just look at something and you realize what thoughts are arising, just become aware of what's happening. So then you have acknowledgement of, okay, I'm not grateful for this. Like, this guy just screamed at me. I'm definitely not grateful. And this is awareness and acknowledging of what is happening. And the third step would be practicing. So once you become aware of your thoughts, of what's happening, and you acknowledge and accept them, then you can actually start practicing gratitude. Because the thing about gratitude is that it's not about the circumstances that you are facing, but yes, about perception and about how you choose to use your brain in order to just evaluate a specific situation. So, for example, right now, like, let's take the current situation as an example. You are in your house, everyone has to be in their house, so this is reality. So the way we perceive reality is through a dualistic view, that we think we have a lot of expectations and we try to manipulate reality in order to be what we want it to be. But this dualistic view happens in the sense that it just doesn't work, because there's reality, this is reality, and this is the story we tell behind it. So all the expectations, all of what you would wish reality would be, but that's not actually reality, it's just the story that you tell behind it. So reality is just where it is. So just acknowledge it, there's nothing else. And for example, right now, let's take the current situation as an example, and says that we have to stay home, there's COVID, there's people getting infected, the world is in a global pandemic, we have to stay locked. Okay, this is the situation. And then the story that you tell behind is like, oh no, I have to stay home, what am I gonna do? Like, this is such a pain, I don't know how to deal with this, I don't know what to do. And these would be negative thoughts. Or you can look at it and be like, okay, there's a situation, how can I make the most out of it? Okay, it is what it is, and now I can just focus more on myself, I can be alone, I can learn things I wanted to learn. So this, with the same situation, you can have these two type of thoughts. So which one are you choosing? So the 5 ways in which you can practice gratitude and be happier is, the first one I'd say is to just become aware, because once you are aware of your thoughts and meditate, you can actually start changing them. So this would be the first step in order for you to develop gratitude. The second step would be for you to write down. Just, there's a lot of videos about this. Oh, there's a TED Talk, it's called A Good Day. It's very interesting and talks about gratitude and how to use gratitude in order to be happy and just change your thoughts. So I think you should watch it. And yeah, and learn about journaling. Go search how to just write down your thoughts in a way that you can actually just organize what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and also helps with the awareness part, because you realize, why am I thinking like this? What is happening? Is this something happening, or is just my mind playing tricks on me? The third thing I would say is for you to switch negative thoughts. So once you become aware of them, you can just take them. So why am I feeling like this? And then just see the big picture, see the bright side, because in all situations you can see the bad part and the good part. So if you choose to see the situation as good and to see the positive part, then you can be more grateful. The fourth thing I would say is for you to express it. And this is something that I actually learned with my sister, because she's the person who's always gonna tell you how she feels about a specific situation and about you and about how you behave. Because a lot of times we do feel grateful for things, we are looking at it, or when we receive a present, a lot of people, they don't know how to react. And they do feel grateful, but they don't know how to express it. And if you just have this gratefulness and you don't express it, then it's not as strong as it could be for you and for others. Because when you share it and you actually just realize why it's happening, and people, they like it, they like to hear it, that they are valued, especially with your loved ones, with your friends and your family. Just value them, just tell them they are beautiful, just appreciate the small things that they do and their existence in your life. And the fifth thing I would say is for you to take it as a challenge. So for example, just smile on the street to people. That's also like a very good way to express it, gratitude just for their existence and for being content and for being there for people. And taking it as a challenge, I would say just smile to someone every day for 10 days. I mean, if you can do it till the rest of your life, that would be very nice thing to do. But if you can do it just for 10 days, take it as a challenge and do it and see how you feel afterwards. So yeah, basically these 5 things for you to be more grateful are very important, because they will actually make you happier. Try it for 2 weeks and see how it works for you, and write it down. So it would be awareness to that you are grateful, and how you interact with the situations would be write down your thoughts, your emotions, what you feel. Right, have a gratefulness journey. I do like write 3 things every day I'm grateful for, and those are very simple things, as simple as just breathing, as being alive, as having a brain, as having a body, wherever it is that you're grateful for. Because gratefulness is not about circumstances, is just the way you perceive things and you choose to think. Then swifts your thoughts, negative emotions through positive ones. Then express it and take it as a challenge. So I do challenge you to do this. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped someone in any sort of way, or just made you think. about anything. So if you can, leave a like if you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and leave a comment down below with things that you can do in order to be more grateful in life. And how you doing? I hope you are good, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. Sending love.